Hey Gemini, your July tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your main theme for July is the king oyster mushroom and it says substance. And then your relationship affirmator is listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. Sounds about right. I say that. I'm a Gemini. So this month is all about receiving information in a different and more meaningful and substantive way. It's a great month for deep conversations that really get to the heart of matters. And it's also a time to look at all of the different ways you can shift the balance from quantity to quality, from like the daily things you use, services, relationship dynamics, how you use your time. It's like literally it can apply to anything. So where can you make substitutes that will get you more bang for your buck, as they say? Now, another good question to ask this month is how you can do more with less, or do less better, as I sometimes like to say. So it's a time of leadership for some of you and for standing in your enoughness, your self-assuredness, your self-possessiveness. But most importantly, it's a time to shed as much filler as you can find so that there is more room for things, people, activities that have or connect to purpose. Now, just to be clear, making you happy and bringing you joy is plenty of purpose. So don't get too hung up on that being some like big grand life purpose type thing, if it serves any purpose. So for something to listen for, you have the Three of Cups. So first of all, there's lots of information coming in socially right now. This is supposed to be a month of getting to the meat of what people are saying rather than surface level chit chat. So this is also a card. These are the people that are going to have the best you can have the best conversations with. So have fun seeing if you can find that deeper meaning in your friend group. But aside from that, like wherever you are listening, whoever you're talking to, you're listening for confirmation of where you do and don't belong. You're listening to the substance of what people are saying to know if they are really your people or if they are just going to be acquaintances. You're listening to find the people that are speaking your language. It's like you're echolocating your pack, as it were, so to speak. So for where you will see the most change, you have, the Ace of Wands, nice. This might be just the burst of energy that you've been waiting a long time for. Something new could spark up this month, like a new interest, a new interesting person, a new idea. And your imagination might be especially active and hopeful or helpful. There's magic here too, since this looks like it looks like Cinderella's fairy godmother turning the pumpkin into something. So there's huge glow up energy in that too. So for your biggest obstacle in July, Nine of Swords, anxiety, unfortunately. See, you do have that active imagination and it doesn't always serve you. It's really good at cooking up worst case scenarios and then telling you the odds, kind of like C3PO. And doesn't this kind of look like a sleep paralysis demon? Literally, it feels like something weighing heavily on you. And so the thing to keep in mind about those swords cards are they represent thoughts and mindsets, not tangible things or coming events. So ruminating on something, not the something, is something that can get in your way in July. For the best thing about the month, you have the King of Pentacles. Nice. So if this represents someone outside of yourself, it could be the influence of a really solid, securely attached, and dependable, stable person in your life, someone that you can count on. Now, if it represents an aspect of yourself, it's going to be the ways that you allow yourself to enjoy the good things in life. You could be feeling more secure financially because of some of the choices that you've been making. Or you might be feeling more grounded and stable because of the choices that you've been making, more healthy. See, like I can see how this Nine of Swords would come in now because it is when we have the most that we tend to have the most fear of losing it. However, it is just that. It is a fear. So for your influence and impact on others, you have the Queen of Wands. So of course, with that Ace of Wands, that makes perfect sense because you're kind of a showstopper right now. People might have a hard time taking their attention off of you, whether it's your appearance or a talent that you're performing or displaying, your radiant positive energy, your inviting laugh, or it's like an intensity or ferocity of spirit. You're shining your light very brightly now. And it's like your world and everyone else is just living in it. So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the Two of Swords. A couple of different things here. For one, it's opportunities to break a stalemate that you've been in for a while by using new information that's coming in or accessing your feelings or intuition to break the tie, something like that. And also, any chance you get to enjoy the moments when your mind is quiet and not bothering you, melt into those moments and rest your nervous system. Another thing is, and this might sound weird, but to withhold judgment. It's not a time for snap decisions. So if you have an opportunity to take more time with a choice, that would be well advised here because more information could come in later. So for where you will find the most support, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So this also makes a lot of sense with that King of Pentacles as the best part of the month because your best support is the fruit of your previous labor. So you've been putting effort into something and taking care of something, nurturing something, and it is ready to take care of you in return at this time. So nature also might be especially supportive to you right now. Another supportive thing here is your experience and being able to draw on it for information that assists you when you need it the most. And finally, for your self-care directive, you have the Queen of Cups. So here we go. They're talking about addressing that Nine of Swords because this is about prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being. So how can you connect to love this month? Self-love, the love that surrounds you. This is also in line with that theme of substance and quality time. Quality time with yourself and quality time with the people who fill your cup, Three of Cups. See, I get the impression that it's not emotions that are stirring up that anxiety, but it's the thoughts that are stirring up your emotions. So here's a great chance to listen to what your loved ones are actually saying and not just hearing what you're afraid they're saying, if that makes any sense. And there's also something here about reparenting yourself. Like, as real as those thoughts might seem to you, what would you tell someone else, a child or a friend, if they were going through what you're going through? And can you reassure yourself the same way? Or is there someone else, someone that you know that can be that voice for you? It might be a great time for therapy or a confidant. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.